Hello, hello. Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to Friday. Time to chat. I'm Stephanie. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my sewing room, and let's chat. So Friday is a day of chatting. A little bit of sewing, a little bit of life. We call it Friday Sews, but I don't have any sewing at all this week. So I have a few things that I wanted to talk about. First, what I'm wearing, and this top, I'm going to put the pattern on the screen because I can't remember the number of it, but this has been a tried and true. I think I have 3 of these, and I love this fabric from Hearts Fabrics. I so remember buying it. When I bought it, she said, "Did you see the cat?" And I said, "No, there's a cat." Let's see if we can find the cat. Oh, okay. I got obsessed just then finding this cat. It's right here. This little cat right there. Okay, so no wonder I didn't see it. I couldn't even find it just now, and I knew it was there. I wanted to bring this jacket up because it's a great in-between season little layer. It's lightweight. It's good for when it's not cold and not hot, and you want to just have a little something on. And I love this fabric. It's just a really nice fabric. What is it? I cannot tell you. I do not know. I'm going to say Shally because I always guess that. I wish I knew. I wish I was an expert in fabrics. I really would love to be an expert in fabrics, but I'm not. And still discovering stuff all the time. And isn't that what this is all about? So I didn't make anything this week. And if you watched my video last week, you know I was out of town. And it's just like the week just flew by, and here it is Friday again. I can't believe it. Because I really thought I was going to get some sewing done, but I didn't. I can't explain it. It's like when you take a trip and half your week is gone, maybe even more than half, and then there's getting ready, there's going, and then there's undoing. You have to recover. How much laundry can the 2 of us have? Apparently a lot. You know, we had to put things away and get the house back to order, get food back in the fridge. We were only gone 4 days. So, I will talk about the trip a little bit later. First, sewing, okay? So this jacket, I would recommend this time of year and in the spring. It's just really nice. I feel crooked. Okay. I want to talk a little bit about my fabric from last week, if I may, because it's all washed. And I had a couple of comments to make about that. So my theory is, and this is just me, my theory is I'd like for whatever's gonna go wrong with my fabric, if it accidentally found its way in the dryer, I'd like it to happen before I put the effort in to make it. I'd like to know that that's gonna happen before it happens after I put all my effort in. And to be honest with you, I don't actually dry my clothes. I like to hang them up. I just hang them up and put them in another room and just hang them until they're dry. And in the summer, I hang them outside. And so I'm not normally going to dry anything in the dryer, but it could accidentally get put in there. And that has happened. So I threw all the fabric that I bought in the washer and dryer for its one-time dry. And I wanted to show you a couple of things that happened. Okay, come here, big pile of fabric. Does anybody remember this? First of all, let's do the beautiful one. I'm with you guys. This has to be next. I mean, I could whip out that cardigan in no time. Detour. So it's raining, and I will talk about that in the personal section of this video, but I don't want to go out to the car and get my camera because I had my camera on the trip. And so I'm filming with my iPad, and I would like that to be a good thing, so that I don't have to always put my camera up and go through that effort. So if I could film with this iPad, but I don't know where to look. When you're looking at the camera, you know to look in the lens, but on an iPad, where is the lens? Did you know that? So if you're filming with your iPhone or taking a selfie and you just look at yourself, you're not looking at yourself in the result. You're only looking at sideways. So right now, I think I'm looking at the lens, which is to the right of this iPad. Now, if I look at myself, here's where I am. Now, am I looking at you? Or am I looking at you now? See? There you go. Works on an iPhone and an iPad. You need to look at the lens We say that in photography all the time. Look at the lens, because your eyes don't want to be darting off. It's unsettling to have your eyes slightly off. And instead, it's like looking straight at you. So I think I'm looking straight at you, and we'll find out. Now, back to the video. So this fabric came out great in the wash. I even put it in the dryer. I didn't leave it in the dryer the whole cycle. I was just going to take it out like halfway, and it was almost dry anyway. And it just held up great. Just held up great. No lint on it. No snagging. It just held up great. This is all embroidery. I don't know if I mentioned that last week when I was showing this fabric off, but this is embroidery on velvet. So yes, I'm going to make this next. Now that it's, I see I don't know where to look. Now that it's washed, I'm making this next. Can you hear the rain? Do you hear it? The window's not even open. Oh, okay. This was my denim. That came out great. It's very structured. I'm thinking of using it for the sleeves and the lapel on my shacket, maybe. And then this was just some stretch cotton jersey that would just be nice for the stash. I don't have a plan for it, but I'm using this stuff up all the time. This one I think is a challis, and it has a nice drape to it, and I'm not sure what I want to make with it, but I love it so much, and it washed great. It washed great. So I'm actually thinking this dress. I'm gonna point like I know where that is. I'm gonna put this dress right here. I'm thinking this dress because I love this dress, and I can have another one easy. This one is giving me fits, because while I was waiting for that velvet to get washed and dried, I wanted to make something with this, and I got lost. I just got lost. Make what? It's just t-shirt knit. That's all it is. And do I really want another t-shirt? Well, I've got 3 yards. That's 3 t-shirts, not one. I was just like, what do I want to make with it? And I was down the rabbit hole of all my favorite pattern companies, looking through my patterns, looking through their patterns. I thought I might do a pullover with like a cowl neck and a little, you know, like sporty, like with a little tie, long sleeve. I really like that. But I have a few of those in my closet, and I absolutely never wear them. Never. I don't like being hot, and I don't like a lot of clothes on. That's why I like layers. That's why I like t-shirts, because you can put a jacket on, and then when you're hot at somebody's house, you can just take the jacket off. But when you're in a pullover, long sleeve, big neck, So then I started thinking a little jacket, but I mean, with t-shirt knit, I don't know. It's not drapey. I don't know. I don't think it's, I was thinking about a hoodie hugs, honestly, and that's probably what I'll end up doing, but it wasn't really drapey enough because it's kind of sticks to you a little bit. It feels like it's going to be clingy. So I want this fabric in my closet. I just haven't figured out what it wants to be. And then this one disappointed me from the wash. So it was, I guess that they probably put some kind of, I don't want to say chemical on fabric that you wash out. And so it might be sort of stiffer, and then you wash it and it's not. And this one is so fuzzy, and it wasn't like that when I washed it. And so I don't know if I love it anymore. It's so fuzzy. It looks almost like worn out. But I still want it to be my muslin for the shacket, the Connie shacket. I'm sorry I didn't say that last time. I think it's, I'll put the pattern right here. I'm pointing like I know that'll work, right? The Connie shacket. And I think it's by Ellie and Mac. So if I say that, this could be my muslin, and then my other fabric could be another version of it. So whether it's something I will love or wear, I will make the long hip length is what I want. I don't like the scoopy. I never like those. They look good on people, but I never like to wear the scoopy hemline. So mine's going to be the straight, maybe hip or mid-thigh length would be what I would like to make out of this. And then I'll probably wear the heck out of it if it's cozy. So that's that. So I just thought I would share that kind of just what happens. You know, what happens to the fabric after I wash it. Is it still a favorite? And I'm telling you, this velvet, embroidery is the bomb. Somebody asked if the fabric store had online sales. No, I don't know, but they are high fashion fabrics in Sacramento. So it's high, H-I, fashion, F-A-S-H-I-O-N, fabrics. And it's in Sacramento. And so you could call them, describe this fabric, and they had a lot, and it was just a week ago. So I was there, and they had a whole extra roll of it besides what was hanging in the showroom. So they had a lot of it. So if you wanted to call them, you could. And I got some more fabric in the mail right here. I'm going to share. And this one is a fleece, and I'm disappointed in it. I thought it was going to be more teal, more wintry, and it's, to me, it's a very springy color. I wouldn't really love wearing this in the winter. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I'll probably, it's so soft. This isn't washed or anything. And it's so soft. And it has this, it's light, fleecy, I don't know. What? I don't know. Winter colors. I like wintertime colors are darker. So this screams spring to me. So I don't know. Thoughts? I have three yards. So love it, but really wanted something darker. A navy would have been better. I thought it was teal, and I still want teal, like almost this color. So boo-hoo. I got that on Etsy. I will put a link in my description box. Do you know what the description box is? It's when you're looking at the video and you see the name of the video, and then below that is information, and it says see more, S-E-E, see more. And you click on that, and everything that we type in to let you know stuff is there. I don't usually put much in my description boxes, but man, people put a lot of good information in those description boxes. If you haven't ever looked, you might start looking, because they have links to things that they have. And so this I love. This is sort of slinky. I don't remember what this fabric is. Okay. This is a modal 100% knit jersey, eco-friendly, beautiful abstract green purple combo. And it was $7.60 a yard. I'm looking at me again. $7.60 a yard. Look at this. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. Look at these colors. I love this. I love this so much. I love geometrics and abstract prints. I love these colors. I love this drape. It's very drapey. It feels soft. It's stretchy. It's not the most stretchy, but very stretchy. It's mostly stretchy this way and not so much this way. I mean, it has a little bit of give, but mostly it's just a two-way stretch, and it's not super stretchy at that. So got to be cognizant of that when you're sewing. If you were making something that was super stretchy four-way stretch and it fits you perfect, then you make it with this, it could be tight because it doesn't have that give, that same give. So err on this, err on bigger, err on a little extra, give it a little extra just in case. That's what I will do. Okay, so I have lots to make, and I have a few pieces up in the stash that I really want to add in that I didn't use up last year, and I sort of went more to spring and summer, and then it's still there, so I definitely want to work on that. So you could see some of that coming out, and I want to get back to sewing. It's just so, where does my time go? Well, how do you guys all get all this done? I see the other Friday sews, and I mean, everybody's sewing all the time. How can I have more time in my day? How? I don't know. I mean, when I sit down and get going on a project, woo, I'm in it. But it's that taking that time, just like I have other stuff going on, and it doesn't seem like I can even recount to you what that is. So let's do the personal side, because that'll probably answer some questions. It's raining. It's beautiful raining. I just took some rain video of my flowers for Instagram. I think I'm going to share those at the end of this video, but I did them tall and I don't want to go out in the rain again, but I'll share them anyway. And we went to our family. So my son and his wife are grandparents. Yes, that makes me great. and we went for our newest member baptism, and her name is Mina, short for Philomena, named after a saint, Saint Philomena. And oh my gosh, it was just a mile a minute when we got there. We joined the Elks so we could stay at the Elks RV park in Eureka, and it was fancy. It was fancy. Our Elks is much smaller and just not as fancy. It's just not. It's still fun and lovely, a place to go, fun things to do. But this place was enormous. They had a big piece of property. They had a big building. They had an enormous cafeteria room where they had their dinners. They had a big, huge lounge and bar area. And they had a big, huge billiard room and a meeting room. And I don't think we even saw all of it. And they had a really nice RV park. And the RV park had full hookups, and it was lovely. And the minute we drove in and started backing in, like 4 guys came over to say hi and, do you need any help? It's like you're in this private club and everybody's so friendly and helpful. Nice. Everybody's nice. Had a dog park. And it's like I said, these people were all just like outside their campers, sitting together with little, gathering here and gathering there. And when we got there, we set up really quick, and then we met up with our son and daughter-in-law, and my granddaughter and her new husband, the newlyweds. I'll call them the newlyweds, and because they're precious. And we met them for dinner. And when we got back, we went over to the lounge bar, and there was live music. So we had a drink and danced. It was lovely. And then the rest of the weekend was just family. So we went to the baptism. It was beautiful. And my son is a deacon in the church, so he performed the baptism, which was lovely, in his big vestments and all. And I have gotten to a point where I just don't share people's pictures without their permission, especially children, especially my grandchildren and now my great-grandchildren. So I regret to tell you I'm not going to share any photographs of people. The world has gotten too crazy for that. I used to share all the time, and then I just realized that it was no, not doing it. So I will tell you, everybody was wonderful. The baby was adorable, and it was just special. It was so special. And the 2 toddlers, the brother and sister of the baby, are getting cuter by the second. Oh my goodness, they are so precious. And I brought presents for them. I brought presents for everybody. It was pretty fun. And I did find a book on Saint Philomena, a little children's book. And I bought that and gave it to Mama. And she's like, oh, I saw this and I really was wanting that. And I'm like, it kind of hit me in that moment. That's how I saw it. Because if she is my Instagram friend and she likes something, then I can see it. Do you know that? If you're on Instagram and you like something or you follow something, then people who are also your friends, they might see that too. And so it's kind of like I guess these businesses think, well, if she liked it, then all her friends will like it. So let's show it to them. And so I did. I bought it. It makes me wonder what I'm liking. I mean, not to be careful what you're liking, but just know that everybody can see what you're liking. It's not a secret unless you somehow make your page super private. So anywho, I don't care. I like mostly fabric and sewing, so who cares? Something strange happened. So when we got there, when we got to the campground, something very strange happened to us that has never happened to us before. And I wanted to tell this story to my family, my son and my grandkids, but nobody wants to hear any of our stories. So we're just there to listen. I'm telling you, we're not interesting. Even this fabulous story I'm about to tell you, nobody was interested. So we broke the key in the lock in this door that we use to go into the living area of the trailer, but we have another door in the bedroom. So I had to go into the bedroom and unlock the door because the key is in there. It's broken, and it's been that way for a few months. We just got to fix it. So I go down the bedroom and I'm coming down the hallway and there's something wrong. And I'm looking at it going, what am I seeing right now? What am I looking at right now? This is bizarre to me. You guys, the microwave, which was over the stove, had flew out of the cabinet it was built into and was hanging about waist high or a little lower in the hallway. It was just hanging by its electric cord, which was through a little hole and into a plug. and it had come unplugged, but it was barely hanging through that little hole, and it was hanging there. And hubby had put our expensive Starlink in the hallway and laid it on the floor so it wouldn't get ruined or bashed around, and it almost got bashed by a huge microwave, almost fell on it. And I'm just looking at this going, oh, oh, oh. And I'm like, hubby, come quick. You've got to see this. You got to fix this before that. It didn't occur to me to pull the Starlink out from under. I was just freaked out. So he goes in there and he picks up the microwave and he sticks it back into the cupboard that it was in. And, you know, I told him, I don't even want that microwave. I don't even need that microwave. I've never used the microwave. I don't like microwaves at home. I don't think they're healthy. So I just thought, just get rid of it. If it's going to do that again, just get rid of it, and I'll have a whole nother cupboard in my trailer. And most places we go don't have full hookups anyways. You don't use all that stuff. So, but wasn't that weird? Wasn't that crazy? It was it screwed in at all? I mean, there's places to screw it in, but we're not sure it was ever screwed in. Other than that, the camper was perfection. Everything worked great. We all went out to my granddaughter's house for a party after the baptism, and that was beautiful. They have a house up in the hills up high where the redwood forest is, and they've got a huge backyard, and they had set up big tables, and they had tri-tip, and I mean, they went all out. And it's like, it was beautiful. All the friends and family, the other grandma had come. My grandson-in-law's mother was there, and it was beautiful, just beautiful. And so we left there and went back to the trailer and just hung out and got the Starlink going, watched some TV. We're just chilling. And then church in the morning, my son was preaching, so he did the homily. If you're Catholic, you know that it's called a homily, and it was lovely to hear him. I love hearing him give his talks. He does great talks. And then he introduced us to the whole church. And we're like looking at each other like, what did he just say? We have to stand up? Oh! So we did. It was nice to, you know, it's nice. It's nice. We don't see him a lot, and so that's nice. And then we all went over to his house for lunch, and it turned into like a late lunch and visiting and, you know, hanging out with everybody. And then, you know, the little family went home with the babies, my granddaughter, and then my granddaughter, the newlyweds, went home, and it was just us visiting with my son and his wife, and we love that. And then it's like, we're ready to go. So we said goodbye, and we went back and just had a chill evening in the trailer, got up, and I woke up and I turned on like weather just to see what our day was going to look like. And it said in like 20 minutes, it's going to rain. And I'm like, honey, let's get ready real quick. It's going to rain. So we're like, boo, 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 doing our stuff. And I mean, he was just finishing hitching, and it started to rain. And we were like feeling so good about ourselves. And I mean, it rained this is an 8 to 9 hour drive. And coming down the coast, it rained the whole way down the coast until we turned inland to go inland. And so we were in the rain for about 3 hours, pouring rain. And that's, you know, that's not great with the trailer. And we got home, and, you know, it's just nice to be home. I love our RV, and I love our RV. It's comfy, and yet nothing's as comfy as home. Nothing's as comfy as our bed. And little Buster was so happy to be home. Like, he was happy to be wherever we were. But he's mostly happy. I could just tell. He was like, oh, we're home. I didn't know we were ever coming back here. Traveling with the dog, right? And so I don't know. I had a few days I could have sewn something up, and I really thought I was going to make this cardie. I really did. This one right here. I'm just itching. So hopefully next week I'm going to be able to show that to you. And I'm kind of like hopeful that this filming with my iPad works, because that would just save me a lot of trouble going forward. And, you know, it looks good from what I can see. It's the same view. I don't know. I don't get to choose on my camera. I can decide like how much is in the camera lens. I can zoom in and out. With this, I can't. I just move it actually forward and back. But I think this is pretty close to what I normally show, isn't it? Is it? So I hope you're having a great weekend. Thank you so much for all those wonderful comments in the comment section. I absolutely love the comments, and I try to answer every single one. do sometimes not get to all of them, but I love, love, love reading them. So thank you if you've left a comment. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate that. And so I hope you're having a great weekend, and I will see you next time. Bye now.
Can you hear that? It just started raining. Isn't that nice? Finally, we got some. It's still a sprinkle. Hope that it holds to a sprinkle till we get back to the house. We might have to walk past. Just listen. I hope you can hear it.